What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So as you can see, we got the Avanti sitting here in front of us, and we're fixing her up. And I watched a couple of videos online about how to maybe if there was somebody with some idea out there of maybe tightening up or strengthening up the nose gear inside of the Avanti. And there were actually a couple of different ways that you could do it. One video I watched. You cut a notch out here in the foam, right? And then install some carbon fiber in there. And then that carbon fiber actually glues to the retract that's underneath. So I did both of these ideas, you guys. And then another thing is that the front retract is very wobbly in this thing. No matter how much you tighten it up, it doesn't matter, it's going to be wobbly. And there's actually some 3D printed pieces that you can buy for this plane that actually fit, and I'll show you real quick. Let me flip it over. Be right back. Alright, so here we go, guys. So there's actually some 3D printed parts that look just like this. Just like this right here. Same way I have that set up right there. Later on, if I ever have to unscrew that retract or whatever to pull it out, if it's bad or whatever, you know, anything may happen. I made this out of wood right here. This is actually made out of wood so that I can actually put a pilot hole through there. Drill a pilot hole out, and I'll be able to put a screwdriver through there to pull those screws out if I have to. But for now, it's in there. I lined it up perfectly. I cut this out. This is out of some just regular balsa wood that I had. Instead of going online and buying that particular part, which probably would have been better to do it that way, but I was able to make one by myself on my own out of some old balsa wood that I had here. But here, I'll plug it in and I'll show you exactly how it works, you guys. Alright, guys, so let me go ahead and flip the switch, and you'll see here. Boom. Look at that. See how that works? Slides right up in there, you guys, and look, that thing is not moving around at all now. It is so, like, stiff, like, unbelievable. You just have to make sure that when you do it, you have to make sure there's enough clearance for that part right there, your steering mechanism. So make sure you have it up high enough. What I found is that it was about halfway up through this vent hole right here. You want to go a little more than halfway up past the center mark of that hole. That way you're not blocking the hole, because the hole is actually still there on either side. And this part is just resting in there. So any of you guys out there that have an Avanti, this is one that I would almost recommend before you fly it the first time. Guaranteed recommendation right here, guys. And I usually don't do all these crazy mods to my plane unless it benefits the model. Well, this is guaranteed to benefit you. I came down in a landing, the last flight on this, I came down with my landing, and she was a little squirrely, because this front retract is just wobbling around, and if it catches the ground wrong, it'll make the plane flip over and do cartwheels and stuff on your landing. Most of that last landing was my fault, though. I put it down a little too hard. But nonetheless, guys, now that this retract is all nice and stiffened up, we shouldn't be having issues with this thing falling out anymore. Not to mention, I did the other mod from the backside with cutting out the foam there and putting carbon fiber in and gluing it in. So this thing is in here pretty damn solid. If it pulls out this time, if it actually comes loose again, then it's going to have to rip the whole nose off in order for that to happen. I mean, this thing is in there pretty darn tough. And I love this. I love this little gadget that people came up with here. This is not my idea. Like I said, guys, somebody's already come up with this idea for this particular plane, and it's a goodie. All I did was take some balsa wood and just kind of made my own design out of it. At the same time, I was copying their design. Hopefully they don't have it patented. Hopefully it's not patented, and they don't come and get me for copyright infringement. But it's an awesome idea to do this, you guys. I mean, just a really awesome idea to do this. What you do is you put that in there first. You cut it, then set it in there, then put the retract up, and then you move this board until this retract is pushed out and it's nice and tight and it's right where you want it. Okay? Then you tack it with some glue. You tack it up with a little bit of glue in the corners, and then pull the retracts down. I was very fortunate that I pretty much got it on the first try without any headaches. So that's it, guys. That's one of the mods right there. I'm going to post this video, and then we're going to get out and we're going to fly the F-15. It's all ready to go. It's sitting over there. Got my batteries charged, and probably going to take this back out and fly it again as well. I'm going to take it out in the street right now and taxi it just to make sure that it is tracking straight. I think that was another reason why the plane did its little cartwheel thing and nosedive into the ground on my landing, was because the wheel wasn't going straight. So it was kind of turned, so when it landed, it wanted to go like this and turn to the left, and it did. It really did me no justice. So I'm going to go outside and make sure that we're tracking straight, make sure that my rudder is adjusted to the wheel being straight. And that's it, guys. We'll see you out at the field. I'm Dave's RC. Peace.